Okay, there we go. Try and get this thing sit nice and straight. And zoom you guys out a little bit. I don't want to twist this thing all the way around. All right, we are outside today doing a little bit of spray painting. And yes, the sun is directly behind me, so I apologize for the lighting situation and the shadows I'll be doing. But I said we were going to be, oh, there's a friend, hang on. Okay. Well, there was a little garter snake and I was about to grab him and show him off to the camera, but I guess he's a little camera shy. So yeah, said we would be outside today, and outside we are. I thought it would be a good chance to take advantage of this weather that we have here in Washington and update these pour paintings. You might recognize a few from previous live streams that we've done previous Mondays. Well, if you guys can actually see them. We'll do a little zoom in. There we go. You can kind of see some of them. Again, I apologize for this lighting, but I'll definitely be taking updated pictures and posting them on my YouTube or my Instagram channel, sorry. Anyway, I thought it would be a good idea to take advantage of this nice hot weather and add a little pizzazz to some of these. So like this one, for instance, I like it, but I feel like it's missing something. Something gold. Surprise, surprise. Something right here, or maybe a gold frost along the border or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be updating these pour paintings with a little bit of spray paint, and you guys can see just how I do those things. Or if you really, really want, and if my phone doesn't die, I'll break out a brand new canvas and we can work a little bit with that. Hello and welcome. Thank you to everybody who is just joining in. We are going to be updating these pour paintings that I've done previous Mondays past live streams. I feel like they're all kind of missing a little bit of something, so we're just going to update them. And yes, sun is right behind me, so and that's what I get for working outdoors. Okay, let me grab my stencils. And we'll see what we've got to play around with. Okay, a lot of these stencils might be too big. So I'll just go through and see what I've got here. Some fun little bubbles. This weird geometric one. Looks really cool. You can really see the details there in the shadow. I got some fish. Gotta have some fish. Oh no, this is a good one. This is one of my favorites. It's a leaf pattern. Big jumbo leaf. I've had it on some of my previous YouTube shorts. Made some really nice ones with that. And we've got a really cool little sun one. This, I feel like somewhere in the corner here, like, I'll just use this one as an example. we put that like right down here. It's a little hard to see. My bad. And then we've got this cool looking one. Actually, I think it's easier to see on the other side. Something like this right here, maybe. This might end up being a fail, trying to work outside and live stream in the sun. Mainly worried about my phone. I could try and move the my tents that I have over. So I do think that would be a good idea, actually. I'll zoom you guys out a little bit more. But before my phone shuts off, because the sun has decided to come out, I do want to get at least one thing started, so perhaps I'll save these for another day. And let's just see what we can do on that one. Now, rarely do I ever have any ideas in mind. I just start throwing colors on there and I start creating. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. Get those stencils out of the way. And I have been loving the fall leaves that have fallen down all around our property here, even though they're all kind of brown and crispy. Everybody loves a good crispy, crunchy leaf. I think we're gonna go with the fall style. Fall theme, whatever you want to call it. To kick things off, let's go with some red. And yes, I'm aware there's a hole right here. We are going to get crafty with that at some point, maybe not today. And yes, I know this. Some of my cans of spray paint are going on empty, and some are like really old. They don't last as long as they used to anymore. Okay, going in with some pink of all things, just to help even out the red and cover a little bit of ground here on the canvas. You know what? I do think I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna try and move the tent over, because otherwise my phone is gonna like get too hot and turn off. It's not a good thing when your phone is like 7 years old. Let's just keep inching this on over. I'll be there in like 2 minutes, maybe. Trying to move this over as fast as I can without breaking it. Almost there. we go. You guys can kind of see the shades coming. Cutting into the pool. Don't need that. Okay, almost there. Okay. As long as we don't get any terrible gusts of wind, I think we got it. Still there? Ooh, awesome. Hey everyone, so sorry. I'm back now, I promise. Stream is stuck. We can't see. Okay, how's that? Stream working? Everybody good? There you go. You guys can see the shade. Oh, there we go. We are back online. I'm trying, y'all. Okay, we're going for fall theme. Thank you for sticking with me and all of the crazy shenanigans. Ah, no. There we go. I need to clean some of these out. Okay, so you might question, why am I choosing pink for a fall theme spray painting? That is to just help cover a little bit more ground, and it's going to tint the red that's underneath of it and make it look just a smidgen brighter. Right now I'm just covering up all of the blank spots on the canvas. I'm not worried at all about how the squiggles are looking. Okay, next let's go in with the color Espresso. Clean it out a little bit, there we go. I am not a professional by any means, and I want a little bit of chaos in this painting. That's what we're gonna get. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this awesome can. And I hate these little nubbin tips. So that's why I've got this handy dandy tool. Really helps a bunch. All this really does is it's helping to tint everything. So that way it's not too heavy in one particular color. That looks really good. Now I'm going to break out our secret weapon. Here we go. Da 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 da. Table runner. Yes, this is a table runner I picked up from the dollar store. This is what our stencil is going to be today. It's in fall leaves, And I think it'll work beautifully. And not only have one, but two. You just have to be careful not to overlap them too much. Otherwise it'll be like this obvious outline zigzag down the middle. Give it some extra room. And we'll just kind of, there we go. Now I'd say the hard part with using a flexible stencil like this is to try and keep it from warping. There's already a crease right up here, and then the ends don't really want to stay down. I haven't tested this out yet, but I imagine you could flip this over because it's flat and not so shiny and matte. Well, it is matte, but I'm guessing you could take, say, an iron to it, lay some thin cardboard down and just go over the top of it to kind of really relax the plastic. I feel like that would work. Okay, so we have orange, we've got yellow, we have the espresso. Let's come back to red. And we're just going to go bonkers over the top. Okay, everything's delightfully red. We are going to go back in with, where did it go? We are going to go back in with yellow. And get a little creative here. Although we don't want them all looking the same. Okay, let's go back in with, you know what? Let's do a little bit of hunter green. Hunter green in semi-gloss. This is more of a blue green, but should add some really nice contrast to it all. Because, like, yeah, it's fall time, but not all of the leaves have started to change color. Oh, great. This is starting to get gummy on me. I need to look up some videos on how to clean out cans of spray paint. That's like the #1 problem. They always get gummy on me after a certain amount of time. Alrighty. To jazz things up, let's go in with some gold. You know, I can't help myself when it comes to the gold. Now, it may look like I'm changing a lot, and I could be. But I think when I add a frosted border all around this, I think it's really gonna lock it in nice and good. Okay, so we got the gold on there. I want a little bit more of an intense yellow. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's go over it with the fluorescent orange. All right. Shall we have a look? See what we created? Here comes the reveal. Ooh. Okay, that looks cool. And now for the second one. Ooh, very, very nice. All right, let me zoom you guys out a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. I like this a lot. Not too crazy about this going on down here though, but I think we can fix that. So here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna take a stencil that we just pulled off and simply lay it right down the center. Purposefully add a line. Go over it one more time with whatever colors. I think I really like the brightness of the yellow over here. But I also love how the green just snaps and pops right out there. It says, "Here I am." And then this area over here is all frosty and it looks so cool. And it gets so warm down here. Oh my goodness, I am loving this. Maybe add blue to that part. Looks like a river. I could. I would have to figure out how to block each side though to make sure the paint doesn't bleed through. This is spray paint after all. And if I go in there with acrylic paint, then perhaps that could work. The only issue being everything that the thicker areas of the stencil, they're gonna hide what color is underneath. So if I were to do a blue background for like river, all of these little individual bridges here will be blue. But that's definitely an idea to keep in the back of my mind. So thank you. You know what? Let's add some fluorescent green. This one right here. In theory, it should act like the fluorescent orange where it just tints everything. And if I'm right, then we'll get some green foliage going down there without it like completely overtaking. I just have to be careful not to use too much. Wait for the wind to die down for just a second. Okay, so that definitely tinted it, but it's not really changing everything back there. Let's stick with the green then and go back to the hunter green. Okay, nice bundle of green. Let's go back with the yellow, and yes, my neighbors decided today is the day to mow the lawn. We'll do green and yellow speckles here and there. And then we're going to go in with the lighter yellow. Let's give it a little dimension. Foreground, background, middle ground. We'll just kind of frost everything out. There we go. Okay. I feel like that is a lot of green. Nothing wrong with a lot of green. Let's add some orange. I need to get more orange spray paint. Okay, I like that. Let's take a look. Did we just mess it up? Well, something is definitely there. I feel like that's one too many spots. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying we, because this is all my decisions. But I feel like I just messed it up. Well, shoo. How am I gonna fix this? I think that green was just too much. Let's try to add some fluorescent orange and kind of bring back the fall crispiness. Yeah, okay, that's making it a little bit better, a little bit more fall-like. Boy, I'm really happy for these fluorescent colors. The only problem is, though, they're like $9 a can. That's double the amount of this. Well, okay, not double, but like each can of spray paint costs me about $7 after tax. This, however, costs more like $12, $13 after tax. And then don't even get me started about these ones. The metallic ones, oh my wow, they already sit at like $8 a can. And then you have these really cool ones. Color shifts. This one goes from pink to purple to yellow, or I guess gold. These ones come in at $12 a can. I mean, I get it for the color shifting and the fluorescent ones, but it's just like, this can become a real expensive hobby fast. Okay. I think what I want to do now is I want to take this copper spray paint and I want to do some kind of a border around the edges, frost it out, and something on the lines of that. Let me see how I'm doing battery-wise. Phone temperature. Phone temperature seems to be okay. Battery is at 71%, and we are half hour into the live stream. Okay, so everything's working out good today. You know what? I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to give us a frosty border. Hey, how did that get on there? There we go. I think we can save it. What is all on my canvas? Where are these little bits coming from? Yeah, okay, I like this. Now, nope, I think we are going to leave it just like this. I'm pretty happy with how this looks now that we have the frosted border on it. I'm sorry if you guys can't really see what I'm seeing. We are outside and the blue light from the sky, yes, I said light comes from the sky, is washing a lot of this out. So the details just kind of get lost in it all. But I will most definitely be taking pictures and setting them up on my Instagram account. And for the sake of my phone temperature, which has now gotten hot, no surprise there, I am going to end the live stream here and say goodbye for now. I'll let you guys enjoy the leaves falling. All right, I will see you guys next Monday, 2 o'clock. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get updated on whenever I do other live streams and or videos like this. Check out my check out my Instagram page, same name as my YouTube handle, for updated pictures and further updates. Okay, I will see you guys next Monday. Bye for now.